Having mental health professionals in schools is critical, especially post-pandemic, because we've had more and more children and adolescents that have been struggling with mental health issues as a product of our crisis. Now we've had school providers that are school psychologists, school counselors, psychologists that are working from the community and supporting kids in schools, and there's never enough. We still do not have a capacity that can support the need. Using disciplines such as school psychology, where we're preparing people to do mental health services, it gives us a greater capacity to be able to serve kids where they are. So we're not in the community necessarily and not in a clinic setting, but in the environment where they go every single day and where families can have access to mental health services without having to pay for it or needing to have insurance. And so mental health services in schools is ideal because it creates an environment where kids can actually learn too.
We are very interested in training school psychology practitioners, researchers, clinicians who have very broad and well-balanced training across academic and psychological well-being, as well as the relation of child development to educators and family contexts and communities. So I'm quite proud of the structure of our program and the opportunities we offer to our students in what we call the expanded model, where we train them across domains of development, and we train our students really to be responsive, holistic thinkers about child development and children's educational experiences in schools. The program has a distinct feature of integrating and blending culturally responsive practice throughout all of the coursework. It's quite unique. I think every program in the country is striving to do this right now, and our program has been doing it for some time thanks to the leadership of our colleagues and faculty in the program, especially some leadership from Dr. Janine Jones and some of her pioneering work in culturally responsive practice. And we're truly blessed to have this infused into the work we do in our program, and that we've been doing it for some time. It's not new practice for us, and our students really benefit from that.
When Dr. Masala and I were writing the grant for training Black male school psychologists to come to our program, we had in mind the fact that the strategic plan and there's a unit at Seattle Public Schools that's focused on Black male achievement. And we knew that there's no way to get funding like this unless you have a really strong partner. And when you pick a strong partner, you want to have a really strong infrastructure for the community of people that we're bringing to be able to work. And so it was just a perfect balance when you look at what Seattle Public Schools has in their focus of their strategic plan on Black male achievement in schools, particularly at the needs of young Black males, so in third grade and up. And so when we were looking at this grant, the grant had a workforce development feature too. So it was around, we want to diversify the workforce, and we have this perfect setting for them to be able to work in, and we can get them to commit to this environment. And so the fact that they're coming in and they have a passion for serving the same population that Seattle Public Schools is really trying to lift up, and they refer to the population of Black males in the school district as those that are furthest from educational justice. And so everybody that we selected for this year in this first cohort all have that mission. They share the same mission. So if we have people that come into our program that are already connected to the mission, it's a beautiful, natural fit for them to be able to serve in Seattle Public Schools.
The school districts in our area know to expect school psychology graduates from our program who are trained broadly. Many times they've interacted with them through our field study and practicum experiences, because we provide lots of school-based opportunities for our students during their training. And so it's a bit of an opportunity for the local districts and statewide districts to be able to recruit and retain our graduates and keep them in the state, which is really important to the work we do here at the University of Washington. We want to train graduates for Washingtonians. So I'm really pleased that a lot of our graduates do, in fact, stay in Washington State.